with your hips. So you're gonna start down on your back here, and a little bit of bridge work to start. So feet are gonna be firmly planted. Option here, you can just stay with bridging the hips up and down, or walk your feet pretty far away from you. Bridge your hips up, and then take your right leg up in the sky, thread it underneath that left leg, and then back up. So you're threading the foot under, and then reaching it back up. It might be helpful that I have blue shoes on today, because you might be able to see those. So you can bridge just on one side, or you're gonna stay threading here. So keeping the hips lifted. You do want to have that foot far enough away that you can thread that opposite leg underneath it. Here, we're gonna stay all with working one side first. So your left glute's working here, and your right hip and your right outer thigh is working for 8, 7, 6, thread it in and out, 5, 4, we're gonna roll onto our side in 3, left hip's gonna stay down, in 2, right hip's gonna stay up, in 1, just roll it onto the side here, and then drop down, point those toes, and little circles. So you can be up on your arm if you want, or you can be low. That same working leg though, that's gonna be that leg that's up on top. So a little bit of like 10-minute hip mobility here, circling, circling, about 5 more circles in this direction, and then reverse it. Now use your core strength, your abdominals scoop up and in. As you circle here, reverse that circle. Relax the shoulders, chins off the chest. Smaller the circle, right, the more control you're gonna have. Breathing in and out. A little circle here. We're gonna come up onto that arm. We're gonna extend that leg, so just make sure you have a little bit of space in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up onto a straight arm here. All right, lift that bottom hip up. Let's lower and extend. Lower and extend. So we lower, extend. All right, working the hips, working the sides of the seat. Woo! Staying with this here, right, more supportive. You can always stay down on that bottom hip and lift and extend, but if you can, lifting that bottom hip, shaping that waist as we move here, down and up. Woo! Right, it burns, it builds, I know. 10, 9, so strong, 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, then we lay down, 4, I know it's on fire, come on, 3, 2, and 1, lay it down or stay on that top arm here, and then you're gonna open those knees, so clamshell here, we open, close, open, close, open that clamshell and close, open, close, open, close, lift and lower. Really little pulse on the top. Press that forearm into the mat. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Squeeze that seat. All right, press it open. Hold those legs open here. It's little pulse open. Pulse open. Pulse open. Pulse open. Pulse open. Pulse open. Little pulse right here. Pulse. 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 We're going to lay all the way down. Woo! Go for 10, pulse for 9, take it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you're gonna lay down in 3, go 2, and 1, lay it all the way down here, and then you're gonna make it kind of a figure 8 with the knees. So the knee's gonna go down, circle open, drop the knee, circle it back open, knee sweeps. So the knees brush and then the toes tap, knees brush, toes tap, knees brush, toes tap, knees brush, toes tap. All right, it's kind of like a little half figure 8. Woo! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Flip it onto your back. Take a figure 4 on that side. Gently pressing that knee. You can thread the hands underneath. That hip should feel like it is on fire, that outer thigh. Strengthening it, working there. We're gonna hit the opposite side. So feet are gonna firmly plant. You can again bridge it or walk the heels far out. We're gonna work that right glute. Lift the hips up. Opposite leg lifts. Thread it under. A lift and thread. Lift and thread. I know, now it's like the supporting leg is actually the leg that just worked for 5 minutes. So it might feel really tired. That's okay, stay with that thread. You wanna make sure that heel is far enough away that you can thread that opposite leg through for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, then we're on our side for leg circles, 3, 2, 1, roll it right onto your side. You can be up on that arm or laying down. Bottom knee can be bent. Leg circle here, circle, circle. I always feel like this is like reading a book on the beach, right? Just kind of like laying out. Reach the leg long, hips press forward, abdominals nice and stacked, scooping in. About 10 more circles in this direction for 10. 9, so you're using your core as a brace. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then reverse that circle. So start small, right? Now think of the leg. Imagine I was there. I'm kind of encouraging you to let that leg grow longer, but keep that leg, that hip still engaged, right? We're not just trying to like shoot it out of the hip socket, right? So we're trying to keep it connected. Abdominals aren't letting us sway. 10, 9, we're gonna come up to that arm in 8, we're gonna lower and lift those hips in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, lower it down, plant that hand down, right? Let's lift and lower. Woo! I know, this is that sneaky one. So remember the supportive option. You can keep the bottom hip down and you're a little lifting and lowering that top knee, or you can always alternate that, right? So we're getting our abdominals, right? As we lift up, we're working that arm to lift us. And then of course, the outside of the seat should be nice and on fire. Woo! We're gonna be so happy to get to our clam shells, right? The ones that normally are the burner. I feel like this one is that burner here for 10, 9, 8, 7, come on, 6 more. You guys are so strong. This is the last 5. Whew. 4, 3, come on, 2 more, 2 more, 2, 1 more right here. Whew. Lay it down. Come onto your forearm if you want, or lay all the way down. Find what works for you, and then open and close. Pressing that forearm down into the mat is gonna help brace those abdominals. Woo! A lot of lower body, a lot of leg work here, a lot of hips and outer thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that brace open, little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze, right? So imagine I'm encouraging you to press that knee open, press, 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 press. We got that half figure 8 on deck. You can lay all the way down or you stay up in 10, 9, squeeze that seat, 8, press the hips forward, 7, knees press back, 6, 5, so good, 4, 3, 2, and 1, lay all the way down if you want to here, and then circle those knees and then the toes. Knees dip, toes tap. Knees dip, toes tap. So a little circular motion here. It's kind of like 1/2 of a figure 8, right? Whoo! Hips still aren't moving, so you're imagining that wall, that couch behind you. My hand on the small of your back, encouraging that abdominal brace, scooping it around, right? Dip the knees, half circle, dip the knees, half circle, 10, 9, big stretch on deck in 8, 7, 6, 5, dip, 4 more, so strong, I know, don't give up, 3, come on, outer hip might be on fire. 2, that's your outer thigh. 1 more, oh, roll onto your back. Take that figure 4. Whew. Taking that nice figure 4, gently press it on the knee or thread the hands underneath. Taking that breather here. Outside to your seat are done. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then when you're ready, hug those knees in, take a little rock of that spine, side to side. Legs come to reverse, tabletop, abdominal scoop in. Let's inhale, tap the toes, exhale to lift. Lower and lift. So we lower, exhale to lift, tap down and up. We lower, exhale, lift. So with the toe taps, you have the option here. You could go both toes, same time. We don't want any coning of the abdominals though, right? So if the abs start to cone up or there starts to create a big space between your back and the mat, go back to one toe, right? 10, 9, stay with this, 8, 7, toe taps for 6. Then we're gonna roll right into a side plank. Either side is fine in 3, 2, 1. Find that side plank. Bottom hip knee can stay down. Bottom hip lifts. We're gonna lower the hips to the mat and lift down and up. I know now your hip's like, what? We only have 30 seconds here and then a 30-second hold. Lower those hips and lift. 10, 9. So we're getting those obliques, right? 8, 7. Go for 6. Take it 5. Go 4, 3, 2. Hold that plank right here. Bottom knee can stay down. Lift that bottom hip up. Think of that alignment, right? Fingertips reach up. So it's fingers, elbow, shoulder, into our next shoulder, into our elbow, holding here for 10. Hold 9. Hold 8. Hold 7. We're going to roll on our backs in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to take your left leg, extend it nice and long, bring your right foot to that left thigh, right? So the right foot's on the left quad here. You're going to take that left hand, press it into your right quad, and then just roll up. You can hold right here, right? So left leg's long, right hand's long, and then I have my left hand pressing into my right quad, and I'm holding here. Now, if you want more, I want you to lower your head, neck, and shoulders, crunch up, lower, lift, lower, lift, right? So you're really pressing that left hand in to the right quad to fire up your obliques for 10, 9. We're going to switch that bind in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Switch that bind. So opposite leg goes long. Right hand comes to the left thigh. You can press just into the thigh, keeping the head, neck, and shoulders down. Fire up the core by pressing. You can lift the head, neck, and shoulders and hold here for the 30 seconds, or you can add the crunch. Lower, lift, lower, lift. So all of these are options, right? Option to hold by just pressing into that quad, firing up that core. Option to hold the arm up. Option to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Or option to crunch for 8, 7. Exhale to lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in, roll to your side. Side plank, opposite side. Bottom knee can drop down. We're gonna lift and lower those hips. Up or down, down or up. Lifting and lowering for 10. Beautiful. Hips are pressing forward for 8. Lifting and lowering for 7. 6, then we have a hold in 5. 4, 3, 2, hold right here. Lift those hips up. Think about that alignment again, right? Fingers, shoulder, right into the next shoulder, right over the next elbow. Lift those hips up, press the hips forward. I know the hips probably feel a little sore. This has been a tough one. Stay with it. 10, so strong. 9, breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5. We're gonna roll right into our tabletop. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come right into your tabletop here. Drop down to your left forearm and your right forearm. Hold that forearm plank here or lift the knees and hold here. Option to hold on the knees. Option to hold on the toes. Third option here, hike those hips up, walk those toes in, and walk them out, out, out. You walk them in, and walk them out, out, out. Or you hold 15 seconds here. Alignment, strong, long lines for 10. Abdominals up and in for 9. Using your breath for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to those straight arms. Find that tabletop here. Bird dog. Inhale. Exhale. Reaching it out and in. Big reach and plant. Option 2 for a little advancement. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees. Do it from that bear crawl position. Right, so option to be on the knees, option to hold that bear crawl, keeping that spine in line. And if you want to slow it down, the exhale is actually on the full extension and the planting, but you really got to slow it down. Right, so if you're on your toes or you're going a little bit quicker, just think about the exhale as you plant it for 10, 9, push-ups in 8. Option to use a couch, a wall, a chair, tricep push-ups, so elbows are going to graze the rib cage. 3, 2, shift the hips forward. Abdominal scoop up and in. Inhale, exhale, press back up, down and up. So we lower and lift, down and up. Breathing in. Exhale, back to lift. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. We got about 3 more moves here. There is a back stretch in here, I promise. So stay with it. Breathe in and out. Your abdominals are nice and on fire. Stay with it for 10. We're going to meet in a straight arm plank in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Straight arm plank in 3, 2, 1. Plank jack. Shoulder tap, shoulder tap. If you don't want to plank jack, you step to the left, step to the right, tap the shoulder, tap the shoulder. Option to do the step bounce on your toes, drop to your knees and tap your shoulder. Or 1 plank jack, hips stay firing straight down, 1 shoulder tap. Right? Woo! Right, lots of options. Shoulders right over those elbows, over those wrists. Beautiful options of using a counter tap. Right, keep the hips stable. Think about those high beams. They're shining straight down. They're lighting up the road. It's your mat. We're going to go into some Supermans here. We're going to call them snow angels though, because we're going to bring our arms back and then reach them out. So we'll be on our bellies in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hips press down. Abdominal scoop up and in. Relax your glutes. Your toes can be touching. Your legs can stay down. Lift the arms up. Keep the gaze down. Squeeze the shoulder blades back like a snow angel and then bring the arms back out. You can lower and lift in between. So you could lower the arms, lift, squeeze, extend, and down. Or you can keep them up for a challenge. Squeeze, extend, and down. Is your butt on fire right now? Try to relax it, right? Try to take that nice relax where the hips press down, the abdominals scoop up and in, and then the glutes relax. Sometimes we hold that squeeze in them really, really tight. We got 1 final core move. So you think about your hips, right? Both hip bones pressing down, and then you could slide a piece of paper, you could slide your hand underneath your abdominals, right? Under your belly button. There's space between your belly and the mat for 8. 7, we're gonna flip it over, bicycles in 6, last abdominal move in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet can be on the ground. Right elbow, left knee. Plant the foot, opposite side. Plant the foot, opposite side. Option 2, float those legs. Legs can stay up really high. Inhale, exhale. We switch, switch. You're gonna hold on one side in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on this side. Lift the shoulder blade up higher. 10, 9, remember what side you're on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, alternate. In 3, 2, alternate. Switch, 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 switch. Inhale, exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, opposite side. Hold right here for 10. Lift the shoulder higher. 9, go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hug both knees in. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Hold that boat pose here. If you can, extend the legs to straight. Lift the shoulders higher. If you can, reach the hands, take them off the thighs, or hold on. Head, neck, and shoulders can stay down. The most challenging is to lower the legs and lift the shoulders for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hug the knees in, knees to chest. Plant the feet. Knees fall to one side. Gaze to the opposite side. Woo! Big inhale. Big exhale. Let those knees fall the opposite way. Big inhale. Big exhale. Safest way to get up, plant that hand, roll to your side, spin it around, grab your weights. And we're going to go into our upper body. So we got 5 moves in the upper body with the weights. Our first one, we're going to go bicep curl. Once the weights come up to our shoulders, we're going to rotate the palms, flip them, and take a shoulder press. So I want you to think about your feet pressing into the mat like you have a piece of paper, right? Try to pull that paper, try to break that paper apart so then we engage the abdominals here, right? So, or like you're on a piece of glass, right? And you're trying to spread that glass, right? Spread through here, palms flip up to the ceiling. 3, 2, bicep, shoulder, shoulder, bicep. Curl, flip the palms, bring them back down, and extend. Curl, flip. So even though we're working the biceps, right, the core is still engaged. You're pressing out on that piece of paper. All right, pressing out on that pane of glass. Or if you were like ice skating, right, you got to hold that balance. There's tension on the inner outer thighs, the abdominals scoop up and in, and then we hit the upper body. You guys got it. So first 2 moves are all biceps and shoulders. Next 2 moves are triceps and the backs of our legs. Final move is a little combo. You got about 10 more seconds here, then we're going to take those elbows off of our hips, and we're going to go half bicep curl, full bicep curl. All right, so lift those elbows off the hips, curl those weights all the way up, curl them halfway down, all the way up, all the way down. Halfway up, halfway down, all the way up, all the way down. So 1.5 bicep curls, right? So we curl halfway, all the way. Halfway, all the way. Starts to burn those biceps out, I promise. All right. And then keeping that tension. If at any time you want to kickstand the legs, you can totally do that, right? Whatever that body needs, listen to your body. All right, take breaks when you need it. Woo! 10, 9, last 8, 7. We're going to take a supported fly in 6. So you're going to take one weight in your hand. If your weights are lighter and you want to use both, you totally can. Right hand, right thigh. You might even drop down towards your right elbow for it, or you could use a bench or a chair. And we'll fly that left arm out in 3, 2, 1. We fly it out and in. Go out and in. Go out and in. Out and in. We got it. Out and in. Right, so trying to work that one side of our body. This is also working the core, right? Because we're trying not to rotate, we're trying not to fall over, so we gotta brace our core right here. 10, 9, we're gonna hold it on the top in 8, and you're just gonna pulse in 7, 6, squeezing those shoulder blades, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that arm up, little lift. Little lift. So you think about the elbow lifting up and back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up here. A little hinge forward. Kick it back. Bring it in. Opposite hand can be on that hip. I like to bring it to my belly button so I can feel my abdominals pulling up and in. Kick it back. Bring it in. Kick it back. Bring it in. Kick it back. Bring it in. You got 10 more. 10. In or out. 9, out or in, 8, nice job, 7, so working the triceps, 6, the elbows going straight back, 5, 4, 3, we're going to hold it long in 2, hold it long, little pulse, little lift, if you want you can flip your palm to the sky, to the ceiling, 8, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip those weights, opposite hand. Take it to that supported fly. Out and in, out and in. So squeezing the back muscles, those shoulder muscles. Right, big squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeezing those shoulder blades. Right, we got about 10 more. 10, 9. So you think about my fingertips between your shoulders. 8. Keep those shoulders firing down. Those 7, even though it's opening, right? 6, we don't want to fully rotate open. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Little pulse, little pulse. So think about the elbow, right? It's lifting up and back for 8, 7, 6, 5. Little lift. 4, 3, 2, and triceps. Shake it out. Triceps. Kick it back right into those triceps. Beautiful. Again, you can bring that hand to the small of your back, to your belly button. Right, you just want to feel that long, strong line. You don't want to feel it dipping in your spine. You don't want to feel a rounding or a coning in your belly. You got it. Nice work. Kick it back in for 10, 9, take it 8, 7, lift it a little higher, 6, a little bit higher. Come on, 5, 4, you got it. 3, keep those shoulders rolling down your spine. 2, hold it up, flip the palm to the ceiling if you want. It's little pulse. 8, 7, little pulse. 6, little pulse. 5, little pulse. 4, little pulse. 3, little pulse. 2, little pulse. 1, and shake it out. Bring those arms to goalpost here. Bend your knees. We press, press, press. A little bit more a cardio movement here. 10, switch, take it. 9, switch, go. 8, each side. Nice. Really press across that body. Got it. Nice work. Stay in with it here. Last 10 seconds. Then we're going to take it into a little bit of a golfer swing where we take those weights. We hinge the booty back. Abdominal scoop up and in. And then we swing side and center. Side and center. In 3, 2. Bring those weights together. Send your seat back. Scoop your abs in. Swing. Use your breath, right? Inhale, exhale back to center. Inhale, exhale to center. Inhale, exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Both weights into your right hand in 3, or just one weight. 2 and 1. If you're using both weights, make an X, make a cross. Down and up. Crunch into those obliques. Last 10. Squeeze that top rib to the bottom hip. 8, 7, 6. Both weights opposite hand in 5, 4. Crunching it down and up. 3, 2, 1. Opposite side. Take those weights. Right, so crunch into that side and then stand. Into the side and stand. Into the side and stand for 8, 7. We have that golf swing. 6 to that side. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those weights out to that side. So hips and shoulders aren't moving, right? We're using our core to sweep this back to center for 8, 7. We're going to finish with a plank hold in 6, 5. It can be straight arms. It can be forearms. 5. It can be knees or toes. 3, 2, 1 minute plank to finish. Palms down, heels back, abdominals up and in. Press all 10 fingers into the earth. If you're on the knees, the hips shift forward, the abdominals scoop up and in. Shoulders roll away from the ears, right? They're not earrings. We hold right here. You can always be down on the forearms. If you're on the forearms, you're thinking about peeling those elbows back, right? Using your lats, the sides of your body to hold right here. Breathing in and out. Take those sips of air, right? Imagine you have a hoodie on. It's zipping from your pelvic bone all the way up to your chest, right? It's knitting everything in nice and tight. It's like if we interlocked our fingers, you have 22 seconds. That's it. Crown of your head is an extension of your tailbone. So even though your heels are pressing, towards the back of the room. Your hips are pressing forward. Your neck is long. You are the strongest lion. Strongest, longest lion version of yourself for 8, 7, downward dog in 6, hold, last 5, 4, 3, 2, fold the body in half, hips go up. Walk those feet nice and wide. Stretch it out here, big bend, big stretch. Pressing through the backs of the legs. When you're ready, slowly walk in the hands to the feet or the feet to the hands. Hang those toes or lift your toes, hang your fingers under your toes and then bend and stretch those legs so the hamstrings, the backs of the legs press through the heels. All right, pressing through those heels, driving through those heels. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, big bend in the knees, shake your head yes and no, yes and no. Bend the knees, head, neck, and shoulders are the last to come up. Rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae, and give yourself a round of applause.